Hello, and welcome to episode 25, the playoff edition of the Royal Rams Report, emanating from Las Vegas. I am Vegas Mike, and I am your host. Love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. Before we get into the playoff game matchup, let's do a quick review of the game against Arizona. Stafford, no doubt about it, is the league's MVP. Threw for 4 more touchdowns. An amazing one-handed catch by Puka for one of them, and 2 more from Colby Parkinson, and 1 to Big Rig Higgs. Defensively, the team was getting pressure all day. Had 6 sacks, 2 by Dejuan, 1 each from Young, a sack fumble, Verse, Fisk, and Stewart. Plus, Witherspoon got the interception, taking care of business and securing the win for the 5th seed. And to tell you the truth, I don't think I would have wanted the 1 seed. That would have been way too much chatter and distracting white noise from the media. The Rams do better without all that. Now on to the playoff matchup with the Panthers. At quarterback, Matthew Stafford versus Bryce Young. As we've said before, Matthew Stafford is the MVP of this league and should dominate this game easily. Advantage goes to the Rams here. At running back, our 1-2 punch of Kyron and Blake versus Dowdell and Hubbard that can run the ball, but the edge goes to the Rams here. And now to the wide receivers. Devontae is going to be back, and Puka is the offensive player of the year and the best wide receiver in the league. In my opinion, versus Carolina's very tall wide receiver core. But the edge goes to the Rams here, obviously. It's been a nice year since McVay has used 13 personnel, and our tight ends have been instrumental in our offense versus their talented rookie and a couple of journeymen for the Panthers. This goes to the Rams also. The offensive line, even without Dotson playing, is superior unit to the Panthers. Advantage Rams. On the defensive side of the ball, our front 5 versus their front 5. We are incredible. There is not really any other one in the league except maybe Seattle that can stack up to our defensive line. This advantage is clearly the Rams. Middle linebackers, Landman and Spates versus Trayvon, Wallace, and Roseboom. Our linebacker room took a hit in the reserves when Dolak went to IR, but the Rams have the edge still. And now the secondary. Akilo is finally healthy and getting more playing time. Forbes some days looks amazing and other days not so much. And the Lion Shark is solid, but gets burnt from time to time by taller receivers. But I believe our corner room will play better. With Captain Q back in the safety room, Cam Curl and Cam Kitchens will continue to lock it down on the back end. Versus Mike Jackson, J.C. Horn, Corey Thornton at corner. And safety for them is Trayvon Moorhead, and Nick Scott and Damani Richardson. I think the Rams are superior in the secondary also. On special teams, our kicker Mevis has been solid, missing only 1 kick. Our punter is one of the best in the league. Xavier's running back punts and kicks pretty well. I'm going to say this one's a push. I see the Rams as a superior team here, taking 8 of the 9 metrics that we've just gone over. They're going to win this game 35-20, I think. Now I'm going to make my NFC and AFC wildcard picks for the first games this weekend. The first game is the Rams game, and they're 10.5-point favorites versus the Panthers. I've already gone over this game extensively in my matchup segment and have the Rams winning 35-20. Next, the Packers, surprisingly a 1.5-point favorite at the Chicago Bears. Another Northern Division battle that I have the Pack taking 24-21. Now the Eagles are 4.5-point favorites at home against the Cockroach Whiners. And as much as I want a home game next week, I'm just not seeing an upset here and have Philly taking it 28-19. On the AFC side is Buffalo, a surprising 1.5-point advantage at the Jaguars. I'm taking the upset here at home and the home team, 33-28. Now the Chargers are 3.5-point underdogs at the Patriots. It's a long trip to a cold weather stadium for a West Coast team. So I have the Patriots here 23-9. And finally, the Texans are a 3-point favorite at the Steelers. This game is going to be tough. Going to be cold weather, a couple of good defenses. But I think Texas defense is going to be better here. And I see them coming out on top in this one, 17-13. So there you go. Those are my picks for the wild card weekend. Time for our final segment. And as I promised, I was going to show you another Torrey Holt collectible that I have. So this week, in honor of Torrey Holt, who needs to go into the Hall of Fame this year, I've got one of his early, he's still wearing the 88. You can see it there. He's still wearing the 88. This is an early Torrey Holt starting lineup. It's pretty cool. He's going up for it. He's on a cool little stand there. He's got a cool card with it. I really do love these collectibles. They're very cool. They display well, either in the package or out of the package, both ways. And they're not that expensive. You can buy them pretty cheaply still online. So that's it for our memorabilia spotlight for the week. And until we see you after the playoff game, Rams Royal Guard!